Alright, let's begin with part 2. So this is where we left off. We were just creating this, and I think that's probably a good shape. I don't know, maybe go lower on it. And so now that we have that shape selected, we go to fluid effect, or soft rigid bodies, create passive rigid body. And let's see if that worked. No, it did not. It doesn't look like it's colliding with our object. Let's Control Z that. Should be... There it is, actually. That's what I... So you select it, and then you go to Fluid Effects and make Collide. That, and so select the fluid first, then select the object, then go here and make Collide. Now that should work. When we play this, it's gonna go through because of the placement of our emitter. It doesn't emit right at that point, it kind of emits around it, so if anything goes past it, it's gonna kind of seep through the object. So we can move this back a little bit. I think I'm going to change my buoyancy. It's not moving fast enough for me. Maybe less swirl. So a lot of this is just a lot of tweaking and seeing what works and what doesn't. So I'm going to go to 5 and maybe a buoyancy of 10 and try that. You can see how we're starting to get that shape that we want. Less swirl. 3 maybe. More buoyancy, 15. More swirl. I'm going to change this to 200 so it plays for longer. It's looking alright. It kind of tails out. It goes for too long, so we can edit that later. I just want to see how my shape looks. It's not perfect, that's for sure. The way I made my shape previously also helped. There was more of an angle to it, and since I modeled it, it was easier to work with. So I think if you make a different model of the shape, it'll probably work better. But this is just for this tutorial's purposes. So anyways, I'm not going to worry too much about the shape that we're getting. It's doing its thing. So we're getting the basic feel for it. What I did was I hid this object so you no longer see it, and then the sphere I created that goes inside that's kind of glowing, I actually just took just a sphere. Oops, not a cube. And I'm running out of time again. So I took the sphere, I put just a shader on it, like a yellow shader that was transparent, and so that's what I used for that. I'm not going to go into the texturing or anything like that I did for that. This is more about just getting the fluid down. And so let's see. The next thing we can do is, which I'll have to wait in the next video, but what we're going to do is shade the fluid so that it looks more like fire, and yeah, we'll get that effect going. But we're getting there. Alright.